guys? It's Annie. Welcome back to my channel. Here on this channel, we talk all things growing on YouTube as a smaller creator and how to beat the algorithm to grow your channel quickly. And then every now and again, usually on Saturdays, I will toss in an occasional lifestyle video just to take you guys more behind the scenes, off camera, into what my life looks like off of YouTube. Before we jump into today's video, here are this video's shoutouts. If you guys want a shout out like these beautiful people, then all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, take a screenshot, follow me on my Instagram, and DM me proof of you having subscribed, and that is all that you have to do because I love to reward my supporters. And now on to the video. Now, this time last year, I was fighting and begging to get 4,000 hours of watch time because more than anything, I wanted to monetize my channel. Now here we are 12 months later, and in the last 28 days alone, my channel has gained over 1.1 million minutes of watch time, which is 17,000 hours of watch time. 2019 Annie could never. And in today's video, I'm going to be walking you guys through how I managed to do this and how you guys can do the exact same thing. So if you want to know how to up your watch time, regardless of how many subscribers or views you have, then just keep on watching. So factor number one is reason. If your viewers cannot tell from the get-go what they're going to be getting out of watching your video, they're not going to watch it. I make YouTube growth videos, so the second somebody sees my video on the recommended page in their subscription box, they know exactly by the title what they're going to be getting out of my video and what the value is. My best friend Hannah makes vegan recipe and sustainable living tips, so if somebody sees her video title, they know exactly what they're getting out of that video. If you make a Netflix recommendations video, people know right away from the title they're going to be getting Netflix recommendations and ideas of what to watch on Netflix. So before actually making a video and then having to wonder why it's not getting views, why it's not getting clicks, ask yourself, when somebody reads your title, can they tell right away what they're going to be getting out of your video, or is there even a value in that video to begin with? Because that is a super important factor. One of the most important tips I can give you is to plan and outline your videos. Filming a video with no plan or no outline can lead to tangents or rambling on, losing your place and forgetting completely what it is that you want to say, and can lead to a more disorganized video that kind of makes people click off of your video. If you don't know where you're at in your video, neither does your viewer, and that is when they get bored and tired and click off. When I make videos like these ones and give you guys advice and tips, I don't write down word for word what I'm going to say, but I have all of my talking points and all of my bullet points so that as I'm going through my video, it flows easier. I'm not going off on a tangent or saying random things or wondering what I'm going to say next because it's all planned out. And if you don't believe me, well then, here's my phone and there's the plan as I talk to you. Having this outline when I'm filming allows me to get to my point faster and jump from point to point with no fluff, no fillers, and keep you guys engaged all the way through by having a consistent value all the way through. And this works whether it's a sit-down video, a walkthrough video, a recipe of some sort, an advice video, or even a weekly challenge video. Keep in your video plan what gives your viewers a value and keep out of it what doesn't. Planning equals organization equals further audience retention. Now we jump into end cards. A very overlooked tool that when I mention them on my live streams, most people have no clue what I'm even talking about. So end cards are those little cards you sometimes see in YouTubers' outros where you basically have like one or two videos that are recommended to you, so you can basically jump from one video to another to another to another. And these are such a crucial tool to keep people on your channel longer, watching longer, and giving you more watch time faster. So when you are uploading a video to YouTube, go to the section of your upload settings where you can add end cards and be sure you follow through the paces and add end cards to your videos. And the options within the end cards are to add an end card that gives the viewer the video best suited for them, your most recent video, or video of your choice. So I usually take the option of giving my viewers the one best suited to them because that way YouTube will go through all of my videos and give that viewer the video they think they would most want to watch based off of what they usually watch on YouTube. And I can tell you by looking at the analytics of my end cards that people are actually clicking onto them and actually going on to other videos from end cards. So end cards are a very powerful tool to keep people on your channel longer and get you more watch time. Then we jump into iCards, the end cards cousin. So iCards are those little like white drop-down menus that you sometimes see in people's videos where they say like, I'll have that linked up in the iCards, or if you want to check that out, then go up to the iCards. So to add iCards to your video, you go to the same place in your upload settings as you do for the end cards, but obviously you select iCards. Then it will allow you to pick where in the video you want the iCards to pop up and what you want to put in the iCards. So it can be a video link, can be a playlist, can be a poll of some sort. So again, just like end cards, it allows your viewers to jump from video to video to video, keep them on your channel longer, and keep them watching for longer. Now here is another very overlooked tool, playlists. I remember so long ago, Lord DIY making a video on how to have a successful YouTube channel, and she basically talked about how playlists are such a crucial tool because it allows people the possibility of potentially binging your videos. And she's right. On my channel, I have a playlist called Annie's Guide to YouTube, where I have all of my videos on YouTube growth tips and advice, making money on YouTube, getting subscribers, getting views, and I also have that playlist on my home screen. So the first thing somebody sees when they go onto my channel is that playlist. And what happens then is if they go onto that playlist, they have all of my videos in one place and they play one after another. So somebody has the potential to click onto the playlist, watch that playlist, and potentially binge my videos to get me more views and more watch time. So definitely take a look at your channel, figure out what consistent themes you have in your channel. Do you have like multiple haul videos? Do you have like multiple routine videos? Do you have multiple gaming walkthroughs? Put all of your like videos together in playlists and make your playlists very easy to find on your channel. That way, when somebody goes onto the homepage of your channel, your playlists are right there in front of them, and it's more likely they click onto it and watch your playlist and binge more of your videos. So that is one more tool in your arsenal to get more watch time faster. The next one is my secret weapon. This is the one that has been killing my watch time lately, and that is premieres. So YouTube started this feature back in summer 2018, where instead of just uploading a pre-recorded, pre-filmed video, you could set your video as a premiere. What happens then is your video basically pops up on your channel long before it's actually even up to be watched, and there's a chat box on the side, which allows your subscribers to like the video, comment on the video, set a reminder on the video, and engage in the chat box even before the video goes up. And then once the video does go up, the chat box goes live and you can talk to your subscribers and viewers as they watch your video, which is so useful to keep people hooked and keep people on your channel, because the more you talk to them and engage with them, the longer they're staying on your video, watching your video, engaging with you, and getting you more watch time and audience retention. And you guys know this, I've been premiering every single one of my videos probably since April, and those videos are my most popular videos because they have the most audience retention, the most watch time, and the most views. So next time you are uploading your videos in the upload settings, go over to the timing uploads section, make sure you schedule your video as a premiere, and they are such a useful tool to boost your video and get more watch time. Another thing not enough people do is analyze your drop-off points. If you are not aware of what audience retention is, basically it's the metric that YouTube uses to calculate how long people are staying on your video. So for example, if your video is 10 minutes and the average person watches 5 minutes of it, then you have a 50% audience retention. So usually if your video has an average audience retention of over 40%, that tells YouTube the video is doing well. Under 40%, maybe it's not doing so well. Now, the mistake a lot of people make is once the video goes up, they look at their audience retention and look at the percentage. Then they're either happy with it or disappointed with it and move on. What not enough people do is look further into this analytic. Underneath the percentage, you can actually go further into the analytics and see exactly where people clicked off of your video. So if you're looking at this report and this metric and you see one specific point of your video where like 55% of people dropped off of your video, clearly there's something happening at that point that is turning people away from your videos. Maybe you're ranting for too long, talking about something for too long, maybe it's not eye-catching enough, maybe you've been talking for too long or something. So by looking at this metric, you can see exactly where people have dropped off, what happened at that exact point, and then learn from it. Learn what to change or add or take away, and kind of just play around with it and see what people like, what people don't like, change things, and see if once you change things, you get more audience retention. It is such a useful tool that not enough people use. So next time you have a video up on your channel, go into the analytics, look at your audience retention, see where people are dropping off, and see what you can maybe change, add, or take away. This one is one I've had to work on for a while now. Get to the point. I used to have to cut down my intros like crazy because my intros were like 3-4 minutes. Nobody wants to hear you talk for 3 or 4 minutes. They came onto your video to get something and they want that something. And the longer you delay them from getting that something, the more likely they are to click off of your video and forget it completely. So when you are outlining your videos or planning your videos or recording your videos, get to your point as fast as possible. Don't ramble on, don't add fluff or like this story or that story or yeah, I forgot to mention this. Get to your point fast. That is going to ensure that people stay onto your video and don't get bored of waiting. This next factor is so clutch, and I call this one show and tell. When somebody's watching your video, they don't want to hear about that thing that happened 2 weeks ago, they want to see it. When I tell you guys, I got 1.1 million minutes of watch time this month, you don't want to hear me say it, you want to see the proof, you want to see the screenshot. So as you're editing your video in post-production, try to find places where you can add things on screen to make your videos more visually appealing. Because what happens is, if you're filming a video where you're sitting down and talking, people are looking right in the middle of the screen because that is where you're sitting in your video. Think about when you're sitting in class and your teacher's talking and you stare off into the distance. If you've been staring in the same place for too long, you end up focusing on that point and can't even hear what's happening around you anymore. So if somebody is staring at the middle of your video with nothing else happening around you, eventually they get lost in sight and completely lose fact of what you're saying. So by having things popping up on screen and things moving around on your screen, their attention is constantly moving and they are way less likely to be fading out or not hearing what you're saying. So again, try to find different points in your videos where you can have more visually appealing things happening on screen, and that way you might actually get more audience retention and less people clicking off of your video. And then my last tip is to use a hook, and this is so important if you want people to watch all the way through your video. So some lifestyle YouTubers will have some B-roll in their intro, or some YouTubers I've seen will do a Q&A and at the beginning have a compilation of like the juiciest question. What this is doing is giving the viewer something that catches their attention and something to look forward to. That way, if they hear a juicy question they really want the answer to, they're gonna watch all the way through the video until they get that juicy question to hear the answer to that question. In this video, I told you guys in the intro that I was gonna be telling you exactly how I got 1.1 million minutes of watch time in 1 month and how you guys can do the same thing with your channels. So my hook is giving you a promise and the video is basically going to be delivering on my promise. So my hope is that I'm gonna keep you guys engaged on this video so that if you watch all the way through, you guys learn all of my secrets for audience retention and more watch time. So when you are filming the intro of your videos, don't just say, this is what I'm doing in this video. Tell the viewer right away what they're gonna be getting out of the video and what they can look forward to in the video. That's going to ensure that they are hooked from the get-go, know exactly what they're getting, look forward to what they're getting, and wait to get that thing they want. So the hook is a very, very important part of your video intro and you should not skip out on it. So that, you guys, is it for all of my tips on audience retention, how I got explosive watch time in the last 30 days, and hopefully you guys learned at least one new thing that you didn't really know before about audience retention, and for sure, let me know down below what that thing is that you guys didn't know before, because I love hearing about what new things I bring you guys, and I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Love you all to the moon and back, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!